know that World Health Organization has started ranking and rating countries on the scale of happiness? How many of you all are aware about that the countries are being judged and rated? And how many of you all actually are tracking and where India is? Anyone? What is the rank in 2019? Of course, because 2020 ranking hasn't been done because of Corona situation. But the quote from where I would like to begin is, life isn't about finding yourself. Well, life is about creating your own self. You can create exactly the kind of life that you want to, or you are imagining, or you want to create, as we say. Life is not about going outside and looking for something. It is all within you, and that is how the journey begins. Whenever we are seeking self-improvement or self-mastery, this journey to self-mastery cannot begin without self-discovery. Do we all agree? Because when you discover yourself is where you will become aware of what is it that I am. When you know what you are is where you begin to grow to the next level from self-awareness to self-realization. From self-realization to self-actualization, the Maslow's hierarchy, when we say, when you rise right on the top of the chain, is where you actually realize that, yes, I am the creator of my own destiny, the way I'm living my own life. And that awareness, that potential is within each one of us. That is what even the backdrop says, awaken your spiritual DNA. It's more understanding that the countries have individuals and individuals have life, and life operates on behavioral domain. So here we are to understand this behavior and to unlock that how our country and every place wherever you belong, wherever you are coming from, how can we make our environment, our own self, our own family, our own society happy by creating and spreading happiness around. So when a person becomes happy, a family becomes happy, and a happy family will create a happy society, and a happy society will create happy surrounding, and eventually the country. So when WHO is rating the countries, they are rating the countries based on health, freedom, income, education, especially the per capita income, and the mortality rate is what they are looking at. And these are the countries who ranked among top 10 countries, as you can see, from Finland, Denmark, Switzerland, Iceland, Norway, Netherlands, Sweden, Luxembourg, New Zealand, Australia. What are these countries doing different that we are not able to do? Maybe we again will blame the environment and we say, oh, circumstances are not right. But as I said, your happiness, your life is within your own control. In spite of environment not giving you any favorable desired response, what you want, how still you can completely and 100% be happy is what this journey is going to be all about. Because every time whenever we're seeking a change, we ask three basic questions to ourselves. Where am I right now? That's the audit. Sum total of how do you feel today, financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, health-wise, socially, in every aspect. And that audit leads you to where am I right now? On day one of happiness coaching. You all have a vague picture in mind saying, I am here, I want to get somewhere. Where do I want to go? That's the second most important question we all are asking to each other today and to our own selves. The third and the most important is how from a point A to point B I am going to reach. How am I going to get there? So this journey to self-discovery is going to take you to that level where you discover your own unique formula to get to that level where eventually we all can support and live our own life completely emotionally independently, where no other person can ever press our buttons. And what energy is going into that reaction or responsiveness is where we, I think, deal with that. India is ranking 144, by the way. In 153 countries, that's the rank that India holds. And if we are so far behind compared to all our neighboring countries, when we are talking about Pakistan being 66, Nepal being 92, China being 94, Bangladesh being 107, and Sri Lanka being 130. So we got to take this seriously. I think India needs a lot of happiness coaches to go out and practice full on and to spread and actually let people discover their formula of happiness. Do we agree? Just raise your hand and say yes. Thumbs up. And that is why I think our mission is to, through this certificate program, first create happiness within, and then that happiness as a torch, the lights that we carry within, and spread it across to wherever we go and wherever we set up our own practice. A whole lot of psychology students, people who are into healing industry, people who are generally good orators through their training, through their counseling, through their motivation, whichever ways, if we can touch lives and make this formula known to everybody, that the formula of happiness is within you. Are we ready to begin? With that commitment to ourselves, whether wherever we are and whatever that we do, our first commitment is to keep ourselves happy. How? That we will share. At least on that commitment, can we commit to our own selves that we will try to stay happy irrespective of what the environment is going to give us? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Super duper. Thank you, Shambhavi, for being loud and clear. So, we all thought in 2020, when the year began, we all wished Happy New Year to everybody. And we said this year is going to be the best year for each one of us. And we did not know within 1 month what is waiting for us. There are factors that are within our control to govern and feel happy, or there are factors that are beyond our control. Corona became one such factor which completely took us into a different side of life. However, there are real beautiful parts to the Corona story, how the earth globally has changed its own course of beauty, of balance, of harmony, and we all going within. We're spending time with family, we're spending more time with awareness. We suddenly have a lot of time. We don't know what to do. That's a different story with that time. And suddenly one virus took away our happiness. Do we agree? Yes or no? It created a certain ripple of disturbance for each one of us, with the little butterflies in the stomach, that what is it that we see. Students definitely were very happy because the exams were taken away and the term exams did not happen. So that was like a real rejoice for most of them, and all the students are smiling, I can see. I mean, life would not have been even easier. So you all thank Corona for this entire bonus that you all got it. But yes, I think this year is going to be very special on the landmark. For all of us who are alive today, I don't know, such a huge pandemic we have witnessed and we've survived, and we are doing extremely good. People who have good immunity will obviously take their life to the next level for sure. They do not have to worry about it. Only when your emotional health doesn't do well is where your physical health will not do well, is also one message which is loud and clear. I think we all got to also give it to each other. And in order to stay in harmony is now a mandate. The moment your mental health is going to go down on the barometer, it is definitely going to create some imbalances within your body as well. So from that unpredictability, what exactly we are looking at is, from the happiness approach and the entire curriculum or the module that we are looking at, is why this happiness course will take you to the next level. Because here, you are definitely looking at accepting the future the way it comes, with a complete, secured and healed outlook, which is what the journey to self-discovery is going to be. The coming times will definitely require us to be more emotionally stable, more fit, mentally first, emotionally second, and then eventually physically the third. But how is that going to be done? Sometimes when someone shouts us or shouts at us, a simple headache or a feeling of being burdened, the moment you are stressed, there are different stomach issues that we go through. So we know that there is a psychosomatic connection. The moment you're disturbed, you're stressed, the body definitely bears the brunt. And if we are not able to manage our inside well, how will we manage the outside well? Do we agree? Or is it the vice versa? Anyone would like to share? Maybe Dr. Manish, Dr. Ajit, and even Basam. I would like to ask, because you all are experienced people. I'm sure being a healer, Basam, to begin with you, what do you feel? I'm waiting, Basam.
Yeah, I was trying to unmute. Are you hearing me now?
You can. I can hear you.
Yeah. Can you repeat the question? There was interruption.
If a disturbed mind is there, it will definitely create disturbance in the body. Physically fit body can only be if the mind is fit.
100%.
Transition. How the coming times is going to take us to the next level.
Well, if I heard, yes, I heard maybe 3/4 of the question. As you say, I agree with you that if we have a disturbed mind, means our mental body or our soul is disturbed, and this will directly go to our physical body, and it will reflect in illness, in medicine, and in psychosomatic things. Yes, I agree with that. In order to sort out, of course, our illnesses, physical illnesses, we have to sort out our mental illnesses first. So when we clear things up at that level, automatically it will reflect on our healthy bodies and physical reaction. Did I answer your question, or I missed something?
Yes. Thank you so much. Dr. Manish.
Hello.
Yes,
Dr. Sir, are you getting me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So the actual thing is that, first of all, respiration increases, abdominal distress is there, and the third and most important thing, the patient suffers the whole body ache, and tension headache is there.
Yes.
The patient complains.
The moment
of
I'm saying the
headache.
pressure starts building up, the body definitely will take the brunt, is what we are trying to. So being a psychiatrist from the field, I think I come straight to you, and also Dr. Ajit.
Yes, sir, I agree with you. And जो भी आपने कहा वो बिल्कुल सच है. जैसा कि हम सोचते हैं, हमारी एक्टिविटीज उसी प्रकार से चेंज हो जाती हैं. और अगर माइंड में एंजाइटी है, तो निश्चित रूप से हमको कई वेज नहीं दिखेंगे अपनी लाइफ के, कई मेरे चैनल्स बंद हो जाएंगे, कई ऑप्शंस बंद हो जाएंगे. टोटली एग्री.
थैंक यू. और आपने तो कोरोना पेशेंट्स भी हैंडल किए हैं, सो आई कैन डेफिनेटली अंडरस्टैंड द स्टेट ऑफ माइंड. आपने बड़ी नजदीकी से इन सारे लोगों को देखा है, द अमाउंट ऑफ स्ट्रेस दैट पीपल हैव स्टार्टेड गोइंग. It's also created by the media, the havoc, the more chaos the outside, you tend to absorb that and create more panic within you, and the panic attacks, the anxiety, what is going to happen, and the way media flashes all the numbers as if corona patients are all around you, and the moment you go out, the virus is going to completely eat you up. But there is a certain resilience. We are going to talk about resilience. We are going to talk about a whole lot of concepts that positive psychology also talks about. That rather than focusing on the problem, why can't we just look at the solution? Why can't we have an approach where we are simply building resources and resilience in order to deal with our problems? Why is it our focus entirely is on negative emotions, and negative thought patterns? And how each one of you is trying to also make a career out of this as a counselor, coach, facilitator, or a trainer. This definitely will give you an in-depth understanding of human behavior, human mind, as well as how to control, how to modify, how to transform this particular thing, and definitely have a complete action plan of growth. What are you facilitating for individuals? One client comes to you with a negative outlook, how to change that to positive. So the tools that we are offering for you to understand and give therapy to are all going to be these tools. Understanding that there is cognition that definitely governs your rational side, your ability to understand and comprehend your life situations better than anything else. So your cognition definitely is like your processor, which is completely processing your situations and data, which comes from the environment. The transactions that we do with people on daily basis, when you interact with your parents, when you interact with other authorities, with you interact internally with your own self, your siblings, or outside anybody. How do we transact? What is the basis of this entire approach called transactional analysis? Positive psychology we already introduced, saying that can't we have a solution-based approach with resilience and resources built within us? So we know that we've lost certain resources. How do we regain them? Hypnotherapy, of course, is going to be the prime basics of this entire thing. Clinical hypnotherapy is another very profound and empowering tool to take the person into a subcognitive space. And neurolinguistics, because without language, no communication can ever happen. And languages are driving your feelings. How are you going to feel happiness, joy, contentment, peace, whatsoever, when someone appreciates me? I understand that this one is appreciating me, and I understand that this person is criticizing me. The level of chemical imbalance that happens in the body, the moment someone tries to keep me on the edge with their criticism, oh, ये भी अच्छा नहीं कर सकते, ये भी क्यों किया? मतलब 90% आए वो कोई नहीं पूछ रहा है, बट जो 10 कहां चले गए उसके ऊपर सारा फोकस है. And then the system is constantly building pressure. But how to cope with that pressure? Because sometimes what is stressing us out and taking out our happiness is the absence of coping mechanism. When we don't have coping mechanism is where we go to seek some sort of help from outside. And if you all are those people who are going to be the future counselors and future happiness coaches, you got to be filled with resources, because a happiness coach cannot be without the resources. So there is a whole lot of self-work that is lined up in this entire month. This excitement to go within your own subcognitive. Because why are we saying subcognitive? It's like going into your own hard disk. If the hard disk knows what is the problem, the hard disk knows exactly when that problem was created. Do we agree? Like how you go into the computer, right click and see the properties. I wish we had some sort of a device which could then project what files on the smartphone, or perhaps I should call it an over smartphone these days. What you don't want it to do is also the smartphone is doing. It is picking up all your data the way you're thinking. It is tracking you. It is informing others that you're already there. You did this, you did that. You never wanted your privacy to go in this manner. But that also is creating so much imbalance and disharmony, where you create one vacation update and the whole world comes to know about it, and then somebody else updates a better update than you, and suddenly your happiness vanishes until last night, which existed, saying, wow, I went to Manali, and suddenly you see someone went to Europe. Oh my God. Now these days everybody is at home, so somebody is saying, jao jaake dikhao. Now the happiness is truly within your four walls. How much of that happiness, contentment, the texture of interaction that you have with your own family members, and how are you going to create it? Now that is where I think these tools are going to help us. Now let's interact for a while. What is happiness? Vivek ji.
Hello. Hello.
Yes. Yes, Vivek ji.
Happiness is a state of mind. एक सिचुएशन है जो सिचुएशन में हम लोग अपनी खुद के धुन में ऐसे रहते हैं, वो एक स्टेट ऑफ माइंड है.
आप क्या करते हैं विवेक जी, और कहाँ से लॉग इन हुए हैं?
मैं उस्मानाबाद महाराष्ट्र से. हाँ, महाराष्ट्र से.
ग्रेट, गुड टू सी यू.
स्टूडेंट हूँ मैं.
तो आप कह रहे हैं हैप्पीनेस इज अ स्टेट ऑफ माइंड. रुकैया, आई वांट टू आस्क यू, व्हाट इज हैप्पीनेस फॉर यू?
Can you hear me?
थोड़ा सा loud.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Sir, according to me, I think that happiness is a feeling of contentment that comes from within.
Okay. Contentment that comes from within. But maybe there is someone in this room who feels contentment kills motivation. Maybe it is me. So is happiness objective or is happiness subjective?
Happiness is completely subjective. It's different for different people.
And hence it is an inside out. Manpreet, what is happiness for you?
If I have to define happiness, I think it's not it's not simple to just say a basic definition. It is not easy to define happiness. There is a lot that is going inside of your brain. There are a lot of hormones that are responsible for creating happiness, and there are then some spiritual aspects to it. When you go beyond your hormones, or maybe when you understand the basic functionality of how your mind works, and then you go beyond it, and then you reach not just the momentary happiness then you get from pleasure, but you get beyond that. Maybe that is a source of contentment, maybe a little bit contented happiness that can
Contented
last.
happiness. I like this word, contented happiness. Don't go beyond the limit. When you want to feel happy, like even all these people you're seeing on the screen, the yo feeling that is there, can that be contained? You are happy. You just want to explode with that happiness. You want to give joy to the whole world, isn't it? And you simply mentally creating a ceiling for yourself that beta, you know, is contentment ke beyond nahi jana. Itna hi happy ho sakte hain. There's like kind of a regulator within you saying contentment. Because then why are we fearing expressing our happy side? Because we feel that agar bahut ummeed kari aur ummeed se zyada nahi mila,
so
content
there will be
otherwise the degree of hurt will increase. Rukaya?
Increase.
Is that why we always defend our own experience to happiness with certain regulators saying stay content, बहुत नहीं उड़ो, because जितनी ऊपर उड़ोगे फिर गिरोगे तो बड़ा लगेगा.
Yes, sir. It happens.
Very true. And that is why somebody else was saying something.
Yeah, bolo, please. This class, entire 1 month is going to be this interaction. It's not like the satsang where one Mahanubhav and the sadhu is speaking. Though maybe my new getup during Corona size has made me look like a sage, but I'm not originally like that. But saying एक तरह से आ रहा है, दूसरा बंदा कैमरा बंद करके पीछे ग्रहण कर रहा है, पता नहीं सो भी गया है. ऐसी क्लास नहीं है. This is going to be each one of you, and that's why I say camera should be on, because I should be able to see each one of you. I want to see at what point in time you have a smile on your face. I want to see on what point in time you have some sort of, your eyes move where. And that is what is going to be this personal connect. And I guarantee you that this interactive class will not let you sleep even for a second. These 3 hours are going to be so action-packed. Looking at every time there is newness, every single day you're going to learn something new and move one step closer to the degree of happiness that you're going to discover, that there is so much and so many resources which are there within and around which I never spotted, and exactly get there. So thank you for bringing up the inner chemistry part, that yes, there are some beautiful chemicals that we built within, and exactly my PPT had read your mind.
Hello?
So,
Hello?
yes.
So,
Someone wants to
you
say,
were talking about, you were talking about happiness. Sir, I take it that the journey, it is like a journey. Happiness, being in the state of happiness is a journey which people gradually discover, and it is a state where you come to understand that certain things which we'll be discussing, I think in the session, like acceptance and all, which we have heard, but we'll be understanding it in a better way. So it is actually a journey where... Yes, please.
Yes, please go on.
Yes, this much I can say at this point. It is like a journey.
Yeah, because this is not going to be a preaching class for sure. This class, I specifically label that it is going to be non-invasive, drugless, completely complementary way to go within and understand what counseling is. There is no preaching, there is no dialogue, there is no coming from an authoritative position, putting it into right and wrong perspective, that what I am saying is the ultimate truth for your life. No, your truth is going to be your own subjective, unique discovery, because your life is your own unique formula. I cannot. Like, that's one of the main reasons why I always say biography is a reference point. Biography cannot define how your life should be or how it will be, because your biography has to be written by you. First, let us get to that level where your biography is picked up by at least 1,000 people for sure, so that they take an example from your life saying, wow, this person, I knew it about a year ago, and in a year this person has completely zipped from what state to what state, and I can't believe. And every participant gets that confidence at the end of this entire 1 month. And when I'm saying dopamine, like for some of you, these are like jargon saying, yaar, ye kya hota hai? Ye kuch cheeze to hain. But what are we saying? Have we ever heard? Is there anyone who's ever heard or not heard these terms and what they are? Anyone? Varsha? Varsha Kundani. Can you just on your video? Yes, Rukai, I'm just coming.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Varsha. Have you heard these terms before?
Yes, sir. About happiness and about the other terms, yes. So my perspective about happiness is that it is a feeling where we live in the moment, and if I express my happiness, it will make the other people too happy. So it's of course from like you were saying, inside out. Yes, it reflects in that way.
Yeah, but how many truly believe into my happiness will make others happy? In fact, there are people who think my happiness will make other people jealous. My happiness will make other people completely withdraw. My happiness will make somebody else feel this or that in XYZ. There are many people who come from that belief system. I know not everybody thinking like that.
Correct.
For sure. But there are a whole lot of people, like my clients have come across. I have had like about 18 years of experience into this field of behavioral transformation. I think I must have seen over 30,000 lives so far through my work in terms of coaching, training, and my clinic that I function through. I've been a motivational speaker, a coach, and a clinical hypnotherapist. And I think we've endlessly worked into the domain of subcognitive work. Jasleen, your understanding. Have you heard these terms before?
Yes, I have.
You have. So you know what role do they play. Rosni?
Not exactly like which one plays what role.
Okay, which one does what, we don't know, but we've heard these terms for sure. Okay. Rosni, would you like to add something?
Hello.
Your
Hello.
idea of happiness, and what do these chemicals do in our body? And where do they come from?
I'm so sorry. So my idea of happiness. So see, recently I discovered what happiness is because I was just lost. It's just been 2.5 months, and thanks to Jasleen, who I saw today for the first time. Thanks to her, thanks a lot. So basically, for me, happiness is really within you when you love yourself. So the basic one point key is just love yourself unconditionally.
How easy or difficult it is to love yourself?
It is
How
very
easy
difficult.
or difficult it is?
I recently found out, I actually thought that I am loving myself.
Okay.
You're taking
So do you actually go and like hug yourself through the day and say, I love you? How do you love yourself?
No, since the time I've started exploring and knowing about myself, I'm acknowledging, I am getting to know that, yes, this is my quality, and yes, I love it. Whoever doesn't like it, go.
And I accept it completely.
Yeah.
Because in order to be accepted by others, there's a part of you that need to accept one's own self.
What we do
So
is
now,
we just ask others to, we just please others, and we want acceptance from others. But we are not accepting our own self as it is. So finish everything, we just need to accept our own self. And then only they will accept you. I've discovered it, and I'm really happy. My entire world is happy.
That's the conditional love that we talk about, that you expect from others or others give it from. If you love me, it's like that sort of a thing.
It's like you don't have to love
I give you love
unconditionally. You have to love yourself unconditionally first, and then only it's happening. You can make others happy when you are happy.
Nidhi, have you heard these terms before? Thank you so much. Nidhi, have you heard these terms before?
Yes, sir. Dopamine की बात कर रहे थे आप?
नहीं, मैं चारों हार्मोन्स की बात कर रहा था. These are usually happiness hormones जब हम कहते हैं. So हम यही सुन रहे हैं कि अब सब लोगों ने नाम सुना है, नहीं सुना है, ताकि हमें पता हो कि हम बहुत कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है ना कि भाई पहली क्लास 6 फीट ऊपर चली गई तो आगे की क्लास का क्या होगा पता नहीं चलता. So usually जब हम happiness की बात करते हैं, we are just trying to assess कि भैया क्या ये टर्म्स हमने सुनी है कि ये केमिकल्स, बिकॉज हम सोचते हैं कि बिहेवियर ही सब कुछ है, बट बिहेवियर एंड केमिकल्स आर इंटरकनेक्टेड. आपकी बॉडी एक इमोशन को समझती है केमिकल्स के द्वारा, एंगर या गिल्ट या हेल्पलेसनेस, विक्टिमाइजेशन, ये सारी चीजें, डिप्रेशन, ये अंदर तो बनता है माइंड से केमिकल के द्वारा. और ये केमिकल्स यदि अगर हम अपने भीतर जनरेट कर सकते हैं, तो क्या बाहरी चीजों की आवश्यकता हमें है या नहीं है? बिकॉज यही एक डिबेट है जो पहले यदि हम हमारी खुद की मेंटल, फिजिकल एंड इमोशनल हेल्थ मैनेज कर सकते हैं, तो शायद जो बाकी सोसाइटी जो अनहील्ड रहती है या जो प्रेशर आज बाहरी लोगों पे बनता है, जिसकी सोशल डिसहार्मनी हम जिसको कहते हैं, क्या हम उसको समहाउ कम कर सकते हैं? सुहेल. यस सुहेल.
यस सर.
आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? हैप्पीनेस
सर,
जो भी आपने सुना आपका.
Yeah, then I'm actually known about these neurotransmitters like endorphins are there. There is this dopamine. This dopamine is actually a rewarding hormone, and it gets released whenever there is any sort of happiness. Besides, like I would like to explain this. I would like to shed some light on happiness. What happiness for me is. Actually, we don't need to see this happiness in the outside world. It's already there in our body itself and in our mind. And if there is this sync between our mind and the body, then we don't need to see the outside.
Hello. I think we lost him on the call. Rumana ji. Good evening.
Yes.
अच्छा, आप आ गए हैं. Okay, so
yes. Actually, I'm from Kashmir, and we have been limited to 2G network only. So
oh, wonderful.
Yeah. if I like, let me take this 2G network into perspective. I was explaining like happiness we can only see from the inside only. So if this happiness would have been in the outside, then this 2G network, I have been disconnected for like 6-7 times in this Zoom meeting. So if I see the happiness in the outside world, then I would not have been happy. So
okay.
This is actually
thank you so much.
Inside. Yeah,
thank you so much for sharing. So going to all the 4 hormones that we generally talk about when it comes to happiness is the dopamine. This is the reward hormone. If someone rewards us, we feel tremendous amount of excitement saying, wow, I'm worthy enough. The dopamine simply is operating on what I'm doing, to which the appreciation comes from my environment. And hence we keep looking for, when a client comes with a tremendous amount of need to prove, the dopamine, of course, is depleting on daily basis. There is no motivation. When oxytocin comes in, because just with a simple hug, the oxytocin comes. So there is no one who can hug me. There is lack of love that I'm feeling in my space. And when I have friends around who made me feel wanted, okay, fine, I feel better. That oxytocin come on its own. Endorphin, when we say, that's the calming hormone when we go about. And from there, obviously, how do we remain calm in every given situation in life where most of the time the unknown keeps us on toes? And serotonin, which purely comes from the willpower. That is the hormone which is essential for your willpower. And there are 2 different aspects entirely today that I'm going to talk about. There are many people who entirely depend on a whole lot of these reasons. Some of them find solace in some sort of junk food and try to satiate the dopamine coming in because I don't have any better way to get it. Maybe I go and have caffeine in order to trigger another level of chemical reaction so that the dopamine or serotonin comes in. Maybe there is a certain dietary pattern. Maybe shopping, oh, huge dopamine. And that is why I think most of the online shopping sites are working and they are minting money for sure. There are times when you actually create ruckus for other people and try to create difficulties. Like in office, the politics gives dopamine and calming hormone, which comes in as oxytocin, saying, wow. And oxytocin is also a natural painkiller in your body. But we don't know. There are most of the time, you are dependent on a painkiller. In fact, you don't even go to the doctor. We are all, our own doctors, have some prescription that we randomly keep giving to people just to manage pain and sleep peacefully, which is such a, difficult thing. Many people keep going into loops of parties, kitty parties, bitching around, or having a relationship with perhaps making you feel loved, but on a conditional ground. Now, all these things, when they do not give you, because as long as you're getting your dose of all these 4 from these things, you will never again seek a therapist. It's only when your quota goes beyond and there is no coping, because that is how eating disorders come. That is how shopaholicism comes. That is how workaholism comes, to boost my appreciation from my boss. And boss represents an authority. I keep working harder and harder in order to get it. And we all overcompensate, because at the end of it, we do not know how to build it. There are people who go into something called me poor or poor me syndrome, entirely creating stories around it, that how miserable my life is, for which I need friends, and then the friends will give me the care, the attention, the appreciation, acknowledgement, and love. Now, there is so much. But a client comes to you, you have to understand this from their story, that what defense is, what coping mechanism is missing, and what has got replaced with a substance. And to remove these negative elements, to genuinely give happiness to a person, where this dependency on these substances, on these people, on these toxic relationships, how can it end? So this is going to be a dual track approach, where you heal yourself, and parallelly, you actually acquire competencies and skills to also heal others in your environment specifically. And then this 2-track approach takes you straight to your success as a counselor, therapist, coach, or a facilitator and trainer, whatever that you aspire to become. Any questions so far for anyone? Rumana ji, are you there? They're still waiting to respond. Now let's move forward, because the concept of happiness, when we look at, it's a very easy formula. And I'm sure most of you will agree. What I expect, if it matches with my experience, the life is going to be happy. I'm this wonderful, pretty person, and I need a very understanding husband. And when you have a partner who commits to you with complete understanding, life is good. Life is completely on track. I am this MBA topper, and I got to have a beautiful job, well-paying job. And if I have it, my life is again on track. So there is happiness that gets again misunderstood by what I expect and then what I get. Hence, a couple of you, when they said that they have to be contented, they have to be driven by contentment, which is what I feel, is a ceiling that we create for ourselves in our subconscious mind, because what you ask is what you exactly get. Why do we need to put any sort of barrier to our own thought process? We can get as happy as sky. And there is no need to feel content, because that potential for me to get to that sky high happiness is somewhere there. And that self-love, which we were just talking about. Happiness is basically how secure you feel. Let's say you have 10 lakhs in your bank account, but you're constantly fearing that the bank account, somebody will cheat me, and maybe from somewhere my credit card is going to be hacked and that money will go. Vishalji, how secured will you feel with that 10 lakhs in your bank account?
Once again, sir, please.
I'm saying that, let us say if you have 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs in your bank account and you're constantly fearing that somebody is going to hack my account and through my credit card forgery, somebody is going to dupe me with that 20 lakh money is going to vanish from my bank account like this, and an SMS will come, bank balance 0. How happy will you be with that bank money in the bank?
No, there will be no happiness at all. It will be more of a tension.
It'll create more cortisol. Or let's say, maybe I don't know, if someone is in a best, like Divya, I can say that Divya, you are in a good relationship, a most handsome guy in town, like the most eligible, richest man. But you can't trust that boy, whether he's truly, completely honest to you. Will you be ever happy with the handsomest guy in town? Will that give you happiness?
No, sir.
Is it possible to stay happy? Maybe Shah Rukh Khan is next to you. But if you don't trust your Shah Rukh, the happiness is out again. Divya, you were saying something.
Yeah, I said, yeah, it's not going to give me peace. I'm not going to be happy.
Exactly. So the happiness basically when we stay is the state of the mind. Yes, Basam, add it.
Yes, actually, it's a very interesting talk, but I have to be leaving in a few minutes. I just want to say something now about happiness. Happiness and sadness are the same emotion, but on different scale. When the key word for that happiness or unhappiness or sadness is the detachment. When you are attached to things, that makes you happy. But when you are detached, you like the thing, but still you are detached. They are not controlling you. Then you will be happy. So happiness is actually detachment. And one of the ladies said about self or something, to love yourself. Yes, to love yourself, but actually to go to be stepping up the ladder to your higher self. When you are stepping to the higher self, means you are stepping up to the godhood. Then when you will be more detached, and you'll be happy, whatever, and you'll make others happy as well. So that's what I wanted to say here, and I will apologize in a few minutes.
No, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your views, and thank you for being there. And we'll see you soon. I'll get back to you. Thank you, Basam.
See you. Thank you.
So a beautiful message of detachment. See, detachment also, why does it keep you on track? Because if there is inner security, emotional security is when we are talking about, it's a beautiful journey, because when I am secured, no matter what happens in my environment, I'm able to control my inner chemicals. Because with that security, I'm grounded. With that security, I can be detached. Only those people who are secured can detach. Basam, correct me if I'm wrong. Insecure people will attempt for detachment, but keep coming back to the attachment. Let's understand that as well. It's only when you've satiated a certain part of reality. Even when we say spirituality, the spirituality, the definition itself says when your spirit rises above duality. How many of us are above duality? We are not. We are very much sucked into the daily drama. And how to uncreate and understand that this security can definitely be created with a certain way I think and look at life. So this entire journey is going to bring about that change in point of view from where we are looking at life. And that is where the Maslow's hierarchy come in. As I said, from self-awareness to self-discovery, to self-discovery to self-realization, and self-realization to self-actualization. It's only when your basic needs, like the need for food, water, shelter, clothing, when it is secured, is when you can think about higher concept. God bless you, whoever sneezed. Can we just keep the mic off?
Leave meeting. Leave meeting.
Hello? Yes. So coming back. And this hierarchy is what, if we understand truly, how are we going to? So there is a beautiful transition from understanding the theory of psychology that you've learned for all those psychologists and medical and health professionals who are going to be a part of this journey with us from tomorrow, that how beautifully the knowing can be translated into experiencing, from knowledge to experience, experience to application, and application to mastery. This entire journey is going to be all about that. So we commit that not only just for this 1 month, that there is going to be a 6 month of hand-holding, And beyond that, establishing until you develop that confidence through our 3 modules, module 1, module 2, and module 3, that will entirely give you the in-depth understanding and mastery at whatever level you come from. Even if you are from a non-psychology background, it is my responsibility to completely cover those aspects which are key patterns and understandings from the psychology perspective, bring it into the limelight, understand it, and then learn the application and experiencing. Because when we say counseling, now there is a thin line or a difference between these terminologies that we keep using. Because when you are counseling from a side where you come from a position where I know a certain method, and that method is backed up by a certain research or a theory. That theory has worked for many people, hence it has become a doctrine. That doctrine is what is going to be peaceful. So there is always a certain backup from that research, for sure. And the cognition, because what you're counseling is the ability of the person to process what you're saying, comprehend and apply. But how many of us have that ability to change our circumstances or even our own compulsive, impulsive, reactive behavior? Because all those aspects are beyond your cognition. Manish ji, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, sir. I completely agree with you.
Yes. So those reactive part, impulsive and compulsive parts obviously have a story without going, because it's always the cause and effect. Without the cause, there cannot be an effect. And the cause is somewhere in the past. There's an unfulfilled, hurt, broken, fragmented part that you have to recover in the now. Is where the happiness becomes the whole experience. Otherwise, you are looking for happiness outside. Are we clear? Diksha, Srishti, Arohi, Shreya, Shivani, Niharika,
Sir,
Satakshi, all these people. And Rumana ji, I'm still waiting for you to come back. If we can interact with you, it would be a pleasure. Because everybody is behind the camera, I don't know. Because in my class, from tomorrow, the video will have to be on. On that condition, you will be attending the class. So from counseling to facilitation. Yes, Shreya.
Yes, sir.
You were saying
We are
something?
clear. Yes, sir. I'm saying that we are clear. Whatever you are saying, I am agreeing with you.
Okay. So from counseling to facilitation, because counseling also is facilitating your thought pattern from a destructive or a negative thought pattern to a positive, constructive thought patterns. But that again is channeling, facilitation. And the counselor simply through probing is trying to ask and bring the client to their own conclusions, for sure. Once again, how many clients are even aware? Like when you go to the doctor, the first thing a doctor asks is, tell me your symptoms. What are you going through? There are many people who are not even aware of the symptoms, that what and where this problem is coming from. Or maybe they just know the effect, then they do not know the root cause. And that is where I think the gap. So this entire curriculum from diagnostics, which is behavioral diagnostics, which is quick. It is not an assessment which will require like a long questionnaire. It's reading body language on the spot. What do you have in front of you? How can you look at handwriting and come to know about a person who's just simply written his name and signature? And from there you draw certain quick conclusion and say, hey, you know what? This is what is happening in your life. Can we just get in from there? There is already an entry point that you're getting it. So there are tools that are going to be very handy. There are going to be hands-on practicing tools. And I think towards the end of this session, there are few students who've already attended my June curriculum. They will also be sharing their experiences. They are already there. So we'll talk to them as well and listen to the testimony from them. I think some of you already received the videos of some of them and you went through it. But we will see how the facilitation to coaching. Now coming to happiness coaching. Why is the coaching approach emerging like a new science in the field of psychology or behavioral modification? Because when counseling comes, you are endlessly working with only the cognitive mind, which will throw resistance, which will throw defense mechanism, and which will throw logic and ego. Why should I? Can't he do it? Feminism. I am a woman, so I'm victimized. He should also be doing this. I go and try to again control, but you are trying to again influence the cognition, and cognition will again have their own pros and cons, their own defenses. And breaking the defenses is what subcognition is all about. So we will actually share techniques and tools that how to actually lighten the grip of your cognition and take the person into the subcognition and find out exactly where the story started, how long it has been there, what are the patterns that a person is going through, and exactly where to break the pattern with the subcognition and releasing the somatic charge and the heaviness that one has trapped within, to feeling completely light, because your body doesn't lie to you. There is anxiety, the butterflies. There is stress, the neck. There is confusion, the headache. There is rigidity, the arthritis. There is financial insecurity, the lower back issue. So we have topics like body syndromes. We have topics like, the body-mind connect, assessments like rapid fire therapy, going into belief rescripting, doing a whole lot of visual to visual rescripting. There is technique like swish, reparenting your own past inner child. How do you do that? Because there has been a certain unpleasantness that happened. Your physical body cannot go there, but your mind, your thoughts, your precognition can take you there. And how to pull the data from that precognition or unconscious mind in order to bring it into the now, feel it all over again, and then break those patterns and association is what we are going to be sharing. So coaching, when I'm talking about, let's understand why coaching is significantly important, because coaching comes from sports. Coaching word was first ever used in sports. How you master a stroke. Like there are coaches for cricket, there are coaches for football, there are coaches for everything. Even for singing now there are coaches. Okay. So why not exactly? Because coaching, mastering a stroke is a matter of building a neural pathway of a new behavior. Your habits are formed in 21 days, your behavior is built within 41 days, and your attitude or a competency comes about in 90 days. And if I do only 1, 2, or 3, 4 sessions, and I expect the person to transform completely without giving a hand holding, in order to real time on daily basis, how do I change my own neuroplasticity concept? How do I change my own entire associations that is coming from the past, which is unconscious, which is autonomic? How do I actually modify the automatic response from the thought to the body? Because we exist at 4 levels: thoughts to emotions to energy and then physical body. Because when a client comes, it is always giving a certain understanding where in the beginning there is unhealed you and the unhealed environment. Do we agree? That when a client comes to you, because the client will always talk about how much of disharmony that is there. There is 2 people at loggerheads who are clashing. There is situation that is out of control. There is chaos that is happening in the family which I'm not able to control. The only coping that I have is to withdraw myself. So I stay in the college most of the time, or I stay in the office most of the time in the workaholism, or maybe I've taken up a course which takes me into a hostel life. Now the hostel life is also gone. I have to come back at home and do online classes. That's even worse. So which means that the family has a certain karmic impact and a certain chemical association where either the cortisol comes in or the dopamine comes in. Then what you look for is smartphone. How can I connect from the window of the social media to create that dopamine, serotonin and all those things? When someone appreciates or someone can have some visual data, we latch on to a series. There is this, all these online apps have done like a huge business. You cannot imagine the amount of industry boost that has happened for Netflix or YouTube or Hotstar and all these applications. They minted money in the Corona times. Imagine how many people latched on to these series endlessly watching because they did not know what to do with their thoughts. You are going to get tools where you will actually be able to channel and manage your thoughts from being pessimistic to optimistic, or completely go into a thoughtless space. And that definitely is a journey. So from being an unhealed environment and unhealed you, okay, you keep managing it somehow, but then when you get healed, you go for a session, you go for some resolution, or maybe you attend happiness coaching. Now you are this Buddha with a halo on your head. You are the so-called aware. Because a lot of people, you say, you know, psychologist लोगों के साथ में क्या होता है? Most of the time, say तुम तो psychology पढ़ रहे हो, तुमको तो पता होना चाहिए. How can you react like that? और psychologist बोलता है, यार मैं आदमी नहीं हूँ, मैं इंसान नहीं हूँ. क्यों? मेरे इमोशन नहीं है, मेरी भावनाएं नहीं है. कि साइकोलॉजी का एक लेबल क्या मुझे इंसान बनने से कंप्लीटली डिटैच कर देता है, that I am this Buddha who is doing this MA in psychology, counseling or clinical whatever, that I have to be completely fine with the environmental triggers and the buttons that keep happening. In fact, everybody is joining psychology to find their own answers. And this is the 90% of all psychology that have given me this answer, that they want to solve their own life. And that is why they go into some sort of an understanding saying, okay, let me solve my own life. And we are actually sitting here, even in this session today, to understand life with a different perspective. When you look at new things and when you get curious about it, it's not that I want to have like a halo on my head. I want to solve my life. I want to make my life stable, secure, where I can get some stable peace. And then maybe I will become something better. If there is anyone who's saying that I'm fully contented. So now when you get healed, the environment is still unhealed. Now that's another challenge. Like even there are certain clinical disorders that completely get healed in rehab setup. The moment the person goes back to his environment, once again, Dr. Manish, I would come back to you. Where the person going back straight to once again home environment, and the entire symptoms, entire diagnosis that was somewhere healed completely, and it keeps once again relapsing. And one cannot completely say or guarantee that what you're completely cured or healed from will not relapse based on the environment pressing the buttons constantly. Yes, Dr. Manish.
Sir, it worsens the situation.
It worsens the situation even from before.
Yes, sir.
Because you all do so much hard work, and you all actually take the person to complete resolution saying, अब ये ठीक है, और फिर environment ने कुछ धक्का दे दिया, और वो धक्का और गहरा ले जाता है.
In many of the cases, patient also commit suicide, and suicidal tendencies they develop.
Yes.
Many other
hopelessness.
situations.
And by the time,
depression is there.
Exactly, sir. Thank you so much. So the coaching approach, after you are healed, the environment is still unhealed. The 3 months of your entire neuroplasticity and rewiring, re-attitude designing, and the chemical changes to happen in the body with the tools that you've got, this entire 3 months coaching approach takes you to the next level of life, where no matter what happens in your environment, it is then taking you to healed you and healed environment. Because how long the environment can press the button when I'm not giving a response? It's like playing a table tennis or a tennis match. The environment throws the ball at you, you have put the bat down. I don't want to play, boss. The environment still throws a ball, another ball, another ball. Now the person gives up saying, yeah, I am not enjoying the thrill. I don't want to play this game. So what is the two choice again that the environment is left with? Either to put their bat down and say, hey, you know what? Wonderful, it was great playing with you. And they completely align with you saying, great. And you are out of the cycle. Or the person will pick up somebody else to play the game with, but you will be happily out because you have healed. You are completely in harmony, and your happiness will automatically generate when you stop responding to triggers that is coming from your past. Anybody like to share anything? Yes or no? Any questions? Because in two situations there are no questions. Jasleen is smiling. So the questions, like either सब कुछ समझ में आ गया या तो सब कुछ भी नहीं समझ में आया. So I would love to guess and understand that सब कुछ समझ में आ रहा है. Yes, Dr. Manish.
Sir, what to do with the society at that time when the patient is when the patient is under treatment, he is getting the doses and everything is going on the right track. At that time, when the society or the environment or the family members are not understanding what to do with them,
and they will not invest with you. वो भी एक problem है. They will bring the patient and they say problem इसके साथ है, इसको ठीक करो, हमारी कोई problem नहीं है boss, we are right. And that is what most of the time happens with most of the people, saying यार इसमें problem है, wife बोलेगी मेरे पति में problem है, उसको ठीक करो, और पति बोलेगा नहीं मेरी wife में problem है, सिर्फ उसको दवाई दो. पर डॉक्टर बोल रहा है भैया तू भी तो अपनी कुछ accountability ले ले. And family, in fact, most of the time it's the dysfunctional family. So we have a topic called dysfunctional families, and we discuss a certain case of a client which actually kept relapsing, and how we work with it, where the unhealed environment, like in the stage 2, and I'm saying unhealed environment, that is pressing the button. So through subcognitive work, we completely neutralize and heal that aspect which was getting triggered, because there is a story to that part. And that is where, no matter the environment, and slowly, gradually, the environment also will heal. That is what it is all about. And hence the coaching approach. Because we all know there is sympathetic nervous system and there is parasympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system का काम है excite करो, peak point तक ले जाओ. And parasympathetic nervous system का काम है calm down करो, नीचे ले आओ, जहां से हमने शुरुआत की थी. Now, understanding that there is of course an upward curve. The story begins with unhealed you, unhealed environment. Then it is healed you. You have climbed the curve. But the environment is still unhealed. They still operate in the area where they still want to be stubborn. They do not want you to breathe in peace. They still come and criticize you. They still come and point out your problems. And that is where the resilience, persistence, determination, the coaching approach and support will help. And that is where we come into play as happiness coaches, so that the person with the new vibration continues to stay in that space. Because the moment you slip at that stage, you will be sucked into the drama all over again. And that is where I think coaching stays with you for a certain period in time until you become completely healed. And that is how we also deal with a lot of clinical cases as well, which we cover in the advanced modules. But in the basic module, we are going to give you the basic formula of peace to yourself and a whole lot of those other aspects which we are here to heal. Are we clear so far? Do we want to take a 5 minutes break? I think it's too much of information. Or do we want to continue? Rosni?
Continue.
Oh, wow.
It's very exciting. It's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, Rosni. So let's go ahead. So 21 days, we are talking about the habit. 41 days is where the behavior, and definite 90 days is where you change your entire inner composition, and that is a given. And trust me, we are complementary therapists. We do not call ourselves alternative medicine or alternative therapists. We are not into any alternative. What is the meaning of alternative? You remove one and replace the other. No. We will complement whatever the person is already doing, from there taking them to a support system which is at a different level, where the person starts automatically sleeping peacefully. Slowly, gradually, the doctor will say your dosages can come down. What are you doing? How can, without anything, I've never seen person recover so faster. That will bring down, and we produce these results. So we work with clients at all the levels. And that is where the entire support system, giving that inner security, comes from the entire thing. By the time the neuroplasticity that takes charge and completely heals. Now let's understand the 4 layers where we operate. So what are you facilitating? Let's take an example. Because there is thoughts. From thoughts, because thoughts are purely the content. जो सोच है, वो सिर्फ content है. सोच है. और 2 तरह की ऊर्जाएं होती हैं, जिसको हम बोलते हैं, स्कूल में हमको पढ़ाया गया था, 2 kind of energies. if anyone can answer. Anyone from science background? Shreya, are you from at least thoda bahut science humne padha hai, basic energies? Anyone would like to answer?
Sir, is
Yes.
it physical energy or outer energy? Means person के self body का energy और environment का energy?
Okay, energy के प्रकार, yes, you can say that, but I'm talking the basic categories of energy, जिसमें ये सारी energies को रखा जा सकता है. The wide distribution of energies.
Can it be
Sakshi? Yes.
Kinetic energy.
Yes. Thank you, Shreya. Thank you. Potential energy and kinetic energy. ये हम सभी को पता है. Yes or no?
Yes,
And this
sir,
I'm now sharing quantum psychology. Okay, physics, and understanding how your mind is operating and what it is all about. Now, potential energy is आपकी पूरी जो सोच है, what your life can be, is all potential energy. What you think your life should be, what your goals, your ambitions, your future, your शादी के बाद, your partners, your lottery, your children, your prosperity at old age. Okay, now this is your potential energy. When that potential energy starts flowing through emotion, why is the word emotion? Energy in motion. When it starts flowing is where the kinetic energy, and that is the kinetic energy which propels your feeling. And if you're feeling sad, very low, lethargic when you're going into your class, when you're going to your office, when you're dealing with people, when you're going on a date with somebody, and if you're feeling completely low, how happy can you be? Because even before going there, you're already sulking. Oh my God, I have to go there. You've already drained your potential entirely. It's like a bucket having too many holes and you're trying to fill your life. Right? So from there, and these, because thought is a content, what creates the emotion is the context, जिसको हम कहते हैं संदर्भ. किसने किससे कहां कैसे क्यों और क्या कहा. स्कूल में हमको पढ़ाया जाता था ना, संदर्भ सहित व्याख्या कीजिए. तो तब हमको कभी नहीं समझ में आया कि संदर्भ क्यों समझना है. आज एक फ्रेंड जो आपका बिल्कुल बमचम है, वो आपको कुछ हार्शली कह देता है, वो आपके अच्छे के लिए आपको लगता है he is so caring. लेकिन यही बात एक क्रिटिक, एक ऐसा पर्सन जिसके साथ में आप बिल्कुल सिंक में नहीं है, पड़ोस की बिमला आके वही चीज कह देती है, तो आप कहते हो हाउ डेयर यू से दैट, you are being judgmental, how useless you are, I will not listen to you. And just because she said it, you will not listen to her. Yes or no? Because you are not in sync with her. So basically, like अगर मैं आपसे कहूं चोरी करना अच्छी बात है बुरी बात है, श्रेया?
बुरी बात है सर.
बुरी बात
सब्जेक्टिव है.
अब सारे मेरे साथ डिफेंस खेल रहे हैं. अब सर कुछ भी पूछे, सब्जेक्टिव है बोल दो, हम सेफ हैं. तो भैया चोरी करना अच्छी बात है बुरी बात है?
बुरी बात है, लेकिन
बुरी बात है.
पास सर नहीं होता है तो मजबूरी में वो चोरी करते हैं, तो उनके लिए वो अच्छी बात होती है.
तो फिर भी किसी और की चीज तो वो ले रहा है ना. ठीक है ना. अब इसी चोर वर्ड को मैं कहूं किसी ने दिल चुरा लिया, अब ये सडनली साउंडिंग गुड लगने लगता है. वाह, व्हाट अ कॉन्सेप्ट बॉस. द सेम वर्ड चोर, जो 2 मिनट पहले आप कह रहे थे कि यार बुरी बात है, आप कह रहे हो नहीं नहीं ये दिल तो चुरा है. मैं तो चाहता हूं कोई चुराए, अच्छी बात है, isn't it? So और इसी शब्द को शायद कोई कह दे माखन चोर. There's a very cute little child that you see who's doing all the pranks and going with the little feet running around here and there. So what is the image? What is the reference? What is the context? So आपके emotions को drive करने वाला वो है कि context है. उस context के आधार पर आप emotion या संवेदनाएं feel करते हैं. तो वो जो happiness या chemicals जिसकी हम बात कर रहे थे, वो हमारे complete संदर्भों पर, हमारी परसेप्शन पर, हमारी पास्ट एसोसिएशंस पर आधारित है. सो क्या केमिकल निकलेगा किस ग्रंथि से, वो कंप्लीटली आप कंट्रोल या चैनल कर सकते हैं, और ये आपके हाथ में है. अक्षी, आर यू इन एग्रीमेंट विथ मी सो फार? Am I making sense? बाकियों को मैं देख नहीं पा रहा हूं, so I don't know. Jagriti.
A lot of sense. A lot of sense.
Jagriti, are you in agreement with me completely or not? Yes. Thank you with that smile. Yes. Kanij.
Yes, sir.
Are you in agreement कि ऐसे होता है? ऐसी
Yes,
ऐसी
sir.
बातों पे अगर एक दोस्त ने कह दिया तो बड़ी खुशी हो रही है, और एक दुश्मन ने कह दिया तो बिल्कुल लाइक फ्रेंड्स होता है ना, ये मेरा ग्रुप है, ये बाहर का ग्रुप है, वो मुझे देख रहा है, वो उसको ऐसे कैसे बोल सकती है, वो उसको कैसे बोल सकता है, ये सारे थॉट्स पे बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रेस होने लगता है. इनफैक्ट कई बार तो खाली पर्सन दूर से चल के आ रहा है, स्ट्रेस हार्मोन बनने लगता है.
Sir, I have one example.
Yes, please share.
एक वर्ड है, जैसे लोग कहते हैं ना, अरे तुम बड़ी कातिलाना लग रही हो, और उसी के अंदर कोई कह दे कि तुम बहुत हथियारी लग रही हो.
नहीं, उसमें तो मैं कह रहा हूँ कि वर्ड की भी एक बात है ना. कई बार एक ऐसा व्यक्ति आके आपको, नहीं मैं कह रहा हूँ, कोई एक ऐसा व्यक्ति जो आपको पसंद नहीं करता है और आप उसको पसंद नहीं करते, वो आके अगर एक दिन कॉम्प्लीमेंट भी दे जाए तो आप बोलोगे आज इसको क्या चाहिए, ये क्यों कॉम्प्लीमेंट दे रहा है ऑल.
कुछ काम
अरे
होगा.
अरे भाई, कॉम्प्लीमेंट है, जस्ट रिसीव इट कंप्लीटली एंड फील गुड अबाउट इट. आज तो बड़ी धासु ड्रेस पहन के आई हो, आप जाके बाथरूम में चेक करोगे कि भैया वाकई में धासु है कि कुछ और फटा हुआ है कहीं, the person is trying to point out. In fact, it gives you anxiety. जब तक 15 मिनट तक आप सुनिश्चित नहीं कर लेते हो कि भैया सब कुछ ठीक है, तब तक वो कॉम्प्लीमेंट भी डाइजेस्ट नहीं होता है. अंडरस्टैंड दैट. वसुंधरा, सही है गलत है?
सही है सर.
So the idea of happiness is within you. How you perceive, how your references have been, how your belief system has been, how you've perceived people to be. Whether I've been always surrounded by people who I would never trust, and that is how the energy will flow. The day when you're very happy or doing that activity which you love, or with set of people with whom you enjoy, that part is definitely missing. When अब वो लोग हैं तो आपकी एनर्जी भी बिल्कुल एक्सुबरेंट होगी उस दिन पे, बिल्कुल मतलब ऐसा तो कोई दिन ही नहीं है. लेकिन आप ऐसे लोगों के साथ में हो जिसमें तनाव हो रहा है, आपकी पूरी सिस्टम ड्रेन हो जाएगी. उस दिन आपको बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, आज पूरा हेडेक है. एंड फाइनली जो एक्शंस आप लेते हो वो उसी चीज पे आधारित है, आपकी फिजिकल बॉडी. सी डॉक्टर्स जब आते हैं, फिजिशियंस जब आते हैं, या साइकेट्रिस्ट जब आते हैं, बाय दैट टाइम हमने अपने आप को इतना डैमेज कर दिया है कि अब उन्हीं के हाथ में मझधार की सारी नैया जो भी है कि भैया आप मुझे बचा लो, बिकॉज मैंने वाकई में अपनी पूरी बॉडी को इतना बुरी तरह से डैमेज कर लिया है. या तो मेरी एक किडनी कंप्लीटली गई है, या मेरे गुर्दे गए, या मेरा लिवर के अंदर सिरोसिस हो गया है, या स्पॉन्डिलाइटिस हो गया है, थायराइडिज्म हो गई है, डायबिटीज है. सर अब आप फिक्स करो, बिकॉज मेरे पास में अब कोई चारा नहीं रहा. But there are the other 3 layers where the energy healers, like, people who practice Reiki, pranic healing, crystal healing therapy, these are all energy principles. People do get healed from their Chinese acupressure, acupuncture that works on meridian. We'll talk about a whole lot of sciences coming together in order to heal you. And that is the therapeutic intervention, which is completely on quantum scientific way. There is nothing on in this curriculum that will come like a mumbo jumbo or something that you'll not believe into, because we've tried, applied research, and we've put it. And that is how this curriculum is going to give you the joy of learning. And this is going to be one of the most interactive online classes that you would have ever come across, for sure. I can guarantee you. Pragati, how are you feeling so far? Comparing the other classes, have you ever attended any online class like this before? कॉलेज के लेक्चर्स नहीं पूछूंगा, कॉलेज के लेक्चर्स नहीं. Any other class like this? Are you enjoying it? You have a choice to say no, by the way. Yes, Roshni. Yes, I see you.
Never. I used to always run away from lectures and never interactive. Always
So I
quiet.
like your enthusiasm. Today, if you've sat and you've told me that, sir, nahi, please continue karo, which means I take it as a compliment. Thank you so much. Yes, Priya ji.
Yes sir, because of this reason 1 महीना कल खत्म हुआ है, अगेन मैं क्लास में हूँ.
बिल्कुल. In fact, Priya and a whole lot of other people that I will bring them out from the lot where they all have already done my 1 month, and Syan is also there, Shambhavi is there, Pallavi is there. These are the people. Divya is there. Everybody completed 1 year. They were feeling so sad yesterday. They said, no sir, We want to
Yeah,
sit through the
sir,
class. Can we say,
today-
I said 1 bonus. Please be there. No problem.
Sir, today is feeling like सुबह इतना empty लग रहा था कि लग रहा था कुछ काम नहीं बचा है.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So moving forward. Yes, Roli ji, you want to say something? आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही रोली जी. चलिए कोई बात नहीं, हमने आपकी भावनाएं समझ ली, आपके वाइब्रेशनल उत्साह से, फॉर श्योर. थैंक यू सो मच. सो कमिंग टू next understanding. So what are we facilitating? Because I was on facilitation. You are facilitating these references. You are facilitating how we look at life. So let's take an example. If I may say, क्या हम सभी ने horizon देखा है? क्षितिज? Jagriti, have you seen the horizon? Have you ever been to the beach? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि भाई किनारे से वो जो क्षितिज दिखता है उसका अंतर कितना है किलोमीटर्स में, बताइए. अंदाजा एक तुक्का ही मार दीजिए, कोई बात नहीं. मेरी क्लास में तुक्के मारना बिल्कुल अलाउड है.
काफी ज्यादा डिस्टेंस होगा.
अरे किलोमीटर में ऐसे ही बता दीजिए. रोली जी 1000. रोली जी, जसलीन, रुकैया, एवरीबडी पुट इट ऑन द चैट. चलो नहीं बताना है कैमरे पे, चैट पे लिख दो कितने किलोमीटर.
1000 करोड़.
हाँ जी 1000 किलोमीटर. किसी और ने भी कहा था 1000 प्लस. कनीज ओके. साक्षी
Yes, sir, same.
Same.
Plus over above it.
Mananpreet
100 kilometers.
Sir, I have no clue, to be honest.
अरे बट देन इट्स ओके ना, जब नो क्लू होता है तभी तो ऐसे सवाल पूछे जाते हैं बेटा. निधि, any tukka, come on, we are not judging you. This is the class which I guarantee nobody is going to judge anybody, because including myself, I'm going to be just sitting and chilling. So drop all your judgments, have fun. Yes.
Sir, I'll go with the majority. 1000.
Oh, मतलब this is like the lifeline, है ना, public poll.
Yeah, like when you don't have any clue, going with the majority is like.
No, Priya ji, I will not ask you.
But yeah.
Okay.
You know the answer. I'm not going to come to you. Please hold your excitement. Jyotsna, going with the majority.
No, 150 to 200 from a mountain top, I think.
Acha, 150 to 200. Okay, from the mountain top. Shivani, Ritika, Rayan, these are the people who are not coming. I'm not very happy. You are actually affecting my happiness.
100 kilometers.
100 kilometers. चलिए ठीक है. Rumana, any guesses? Yeah, come on.
So I wrote that when the sky is very clear, then the distance appears much, maybe 1000. But when it is very cloudy, it appears it is close by.
Oh, okay. So the clouds and no clouds is the concept, but I'm still saying that from the shore, the horizon, the line that we see, Rumana ji.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the horizon itself, because the horizon appears quite close when it is very cloudy. So maybe it's a cloud effect. So it appears maybe
Okay.
20.
So it gives the depth. But if I was to just request you to just guess some random kilometers, if you can say.
Then 50 kilometers.
50 kilometers. Thank you so much for giving the answer. Now, if I bring about this angle, that this kilometer, the distance is 5 kilometers. How many of you all will agree? How many of you all will agree? Now let's look at it. If I say 8th standard geography class, curvature of Earth changes every 5 kilometers. And from the other side, there is a ship coming. The first thing that you'll see is a flag, and then the entire ship, and then it is coming to the shore. The Wikipedia slide also says it's exactly for a man 4 or a 5 feet 7 inches to a 6 feet. The horizon is about 5 kilometers away. It's not 1000, it's not many kilometers. And yes, you rightly said, that as we go higher from a distance, Jyotsna said, right, that if you go on the mountain, for sure it keeps increasing, or from an airplane, the angle is different and hence it keeps increasing. So definitely, Jyotsna is a good geography student, I must say. Okay, Jyotsna, was geography your favorite subject?
I liked it. Not favorite, but I liked it.
But उसका career नहीं बनना है तो हमने छोड़ दिया.
You can say that.
Oh, maybe we don't know. So looking at the aspects, see what have I changed? In fact, I know that there are many people who will go home today and ask, तुमको पता है horizon कितनी दूरी पर है? मैंने आज कुछ discover किया है जबरदस्त. It's also going to become like a KBC question of the day. That I always thought that the horizon is so far. But then entirely the different part is, yes, my point of view has entirely changed. कल से मैं सबको पूछूंगी, तुमको पता है horizon कितनी दूरी पर है? So exactly ये एक महीना ऐसा होने वाला है कि भैया आपके पास में इतनी ज्ञान होगी कि आप जाके लोगों से पूछोगे, अच्छा तो आपके साथ ये हो रहा है, चलिए कुछ काम कर सकते हैं आपके साथ में. And that is the excitement of being a happiness coach, because you are going to discover and know about life from a different angle altogether. From the point of view and reference from where you will look at life is what you will be able to show it to your client. And within 5 minutes, I have actually put a information in your subconscious mind that horizon is 4.7 to 5 kilometers away. And this will never change for the rest of your life. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So which means that there are references that can be changed with a certain point of view and facilitation of a reference from where you are looking at it. Yes or no? Hence I've proven my point. As a coach, there are 20,000 such thought patterns that completely can be unacquired, which you've been holding on to as what you knew about life. And it is going to change. Yes, Roshni wants to say something.
I missed the main part, the distance, sorry. Can you please tell me again?
Yes, Roshni, because curvature of Earth changes every 5 kilometers. So on the other side, when the ship is, and when it starts coming in, as I keep going further, the horizon gets delayed by 5 kilometers until I hit the land of mass on the other side. Please understand that. You get it?
Thank you.
So which means from where I'm standing, it is just about 4.7 to 5 kilometers. And that's what even Wikipedia says. As I keep going higher, that angle gets extended and hence the horizon keeps getting further. You get it? So today you actually gathered a certain information, and when I say is killing good or bad, when someone is killing somebody for a selfish motive, and when someone like a soldier killing an antisocial element or a robber or a terrorist, it's good because you are feeling safe. So it's again very subjective. You cannot treat life as an objective truth and apply one theory which perhaps a set of 15-20 sample data collected and applied as it is on zillions of people in the name of one research that was done. Hello, your every client is very unique. On that premise we operate. Each one of us in this room are unique. How can I apply something which is so static? We are all dynamic people, and our subcognitive space is what holds all the information, because what I've gone through is my story. Come on. I cannot be ruled by somebody else's yardstick. I cannot be judged based on that. Yes, Shreya wants to say something. Shreya? Anything? Okay, so let's move on. So when we say, when you change the way you look at things, things you look at change. And that's how we are going to look at life. It's a very beautiful quote by Wayne Dyer, so I loved it the most.
I love it too.
It's amazing. I've applied every bit of this. And in this 1 month, I guarantee you, you will look at life from a different perspective, and all the specs that you're wearing, all the tinted glasses, all what people gave you as the labels are all going to go out of the window, because you will begin believing in yourself. And that is what we are looking forward to. My happiness coaches are going to be rock solid therapists who will stand with confidence and go out and heal the world, saying, this is how happiness is created from within. Is that a good news?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So Why subcognitive therapy? Let's understand that. Why is the need for subcognition? I've already proven my point by saying everything that is there in your hard disk. Okay? What is the difference between cognition and subcognition? Let's understand that. Varsha. Cognition, we all know. Most of the psychology students, I think in the group, we are coming from a psychology background. So with all due respect, understanding cognition is the first key, because right now also what we are discussing, and we are facilitating a process of cognitively influencing. I will be teaching you influencing to your client. I will be teaching you the probing techniques through which you exactly get the core beliefs from your client and get it exactly applied and do the therapeutic intervention from there. The theories that you've never heard of are the theories that you're going to learn, and you'll completely be surprised at how easy it was to read behavior. Yes, Varsha? I'm sorry, you again went offline. What is the difference between cognition and subcognition? Or cognitive and subcognitive? कोई ज्ञानी बात नहीं चाहिए, आपका अंडरस्टैंडिंग, whatever that you understand. मेरे को कोई किताबी बहुत ज्यादा, वैसे भी मैं बहुत ज्यादा किताबें पढ़ता नहीं हूँ. Whatever that I've learned it actually from life, my own life journey that I will be sharing. From a completely depressed and suicidal guy, I've come to this motivational space and I've existed for about 18 years. It's a beautiful life journey that I've had so far.
Yes, hello.
Yes, Varsha ji.
Yes, Suhail this side.
Yes, Suhail.
Yes, sir.
Tell
yes.
me.
So this cognition, this is basically about the decisions we make, the emotions and the information processing and everything. But when we think positively or when we are more resilient, and when these things become part of our mind, actually, they become actually, they automatically become part of our mind. So they take the position of unconscious. So whenever we do anything, whenever we make any plans, these subconscious thoughts just unfurl.
Okay. Still more on the basic understanding of cognition and subcognition. Varsha ji, I'm still coming back to you.
Sir, I would also say about conscious and subconscious wala thing, because sometimes things which are rolling inside, we don't know whether it is consciously happening or subconsciously happening. My understanding to this is only this much.
Okay. Anyone else? Yes, Jasleen. Yes, yes.
Cognitive is, this is my understanding of it. Can we completely
Yes, please, completely. We want only your map.
I feel that cognitive is something that you have experienced or gauged through your senses. Something that you have gone through, and how you have related to it, responded to it, or reacted to it is cognitive. Subcognitive is something which I don't even know is underlying.
Okay. Okay.
It is something which I have gathered without even knowing that I've gathered.
Yeah, there are these two parts which are most important parts. Nidhi, what is your understanding?
So actually, I don't even clear about these things.
You've never heard about it. Cognitive, मतलब सचेत मन.
नहीं सुना है सर, सुना है.
अच्छा वो सुना है.
लेकिन डिफरेंस मेरे को नहीं पता है.
डिफरेंस नहीं पता. अभी right now the very nod जो अभी मैंने horizon की बात करी, the very nod that you are giving me is the processing that is happening. सचेत मन उसको witness कर रहा है, कह रहा है हाँ यार it makes sense. But जहाँ पे जाके आप compare कर रहे हो, क्योंकि आप लोगों ने जब बोला कि 1000 किलोमीटर इनफाइनाइट पॉसिबली नहीं है, मेजर कैसे कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज अंदर वो डेटा नहीं था, रेफरेंस नहीं था. मैंने जानबूझ के ये सवाल वहीं पे रखा था कि ऐसी चीज पूछो जिसका कोई रेफरेंस नहीं है, क्योंकि चीजों का रेफरेंस होगा तो वो ऑब्वियसली हाँ या ना बनेगा. लेकिन जिस चीज का रेफरेंस ही नहीं है, यार मुझे पता नहीं, अब जजमेंट है तो मैं बोलूंगा ही नहीं, चुप करो, पीछे कैमरे के बैठे रहो, बोलना नहीं है, बिकॉज द होल वर्ल्ड इज आउट देयर टू जज यू. हमारा यही तो रेफरेंस है ना. तो आज सचेत मन जो सोचता है, इट्स लाइक अ प्रोसेसर. हर कंप्यूटर में एक प्रोसेसर होता है और एक हार्ड डिस्क होती है ना. तो हर क्लाइंट जब किसी प्रॉब्लम को लेके आपके पास में आता है, तो जो ऊपरी हिस्सा है उस पार्ट का, जिसको हम टिप ऑफ द आइसबर्ग कहते हैं, है ना? साइकोलॉजी में आपको सिखाई जाती है आइसबर्ग थ्योरी, वहीं से शुरुआत होती है। आई थिंक साइकोलॉजी का सबसे पहला दिन और सिगमंड फ्रॉइड अंकल की बातें, वो पूरे 3 साल या 2 साल जो आप बिताते हो, और ऑफ कोर्स हम फ्रॉइड अंकल को बहुत डिस्कस करेंगे डेफिनेटली, बिकॉज उनके बिना शायद सबकॉग्निशन समझ में भी नहीं आएगा। प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दैट। तो वो एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण हिस्सा है। अगर हम कॉग्निशन को समझ के सबकॉग्निशन में जाने की बात करें, या कितने डिफेंसेस हैं, साइकोएनालिटिकल थ्योरी है, स्टेजेस ऑफ डेवलपमेंट है, या इद ईगो सुपर ईगो है, इन सारी साइकोएनालिटिकल थ्योरीज को लेकर हम कंप्लीटली इस एस्पेक्ट को समझने वाले हैं। सो ऐसा नहीं है कि हम किसी चीज को, जैसे मैंने कहा, कि रिप्लेस कर रहे हैं। हम बेसिकली एक कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री प्लेटफॉर्म बना रहे हैं जहां पे आपका एग्जिस्टिंग बैकग्राउंड जो आपने अब तक पढ़ा है उसको इसके साथ में जोड़ के ऐसा रॉक सॉलिड करियर कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ में आप लोगों के लिए बनाया जाए कि कल आप अपनी खुद की प्रैक्टिस एस्टैब्लिश कर सकें, आपके पास हर वो क्लाइंट आए और हील होकर जाए, जहां पे आपको शायद किसी सिस्टम के ऑफर किए गए जॉब के खो जाने की उम्मीद या डर ना रहे। क्योंकि आज कोरोना की वजह से कितने लोगों के ले ऑफ्स हो गए जो आज शायद प्रैक्टिस भी नहीं कर पाए, लेकिन आज ऑनलाइन कितनी चीजें चल रही हैं। आर यू गेटिंग मी? यस, कोई कह रहा था कुछ। रोली जी, क्या कुछ आप कह रही थी?
हाँ सर। हाँ, हेलो
जी बताइए। अनम्यूट कीजिए, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है रोली जी, फिर से चली गई। जी फिर चली गई। आपका फोन शायद पसंद नहीं कर रहा मुझे।
यस सर। हेलो,
एक मिनट सुहेल जी। रोली जी एक बार और अटेम्प्ट कीजिए। नहीं छोड़िए मत, एक बार और अटेम्प्ट कीजिए, कोई बात नहीं, सॉफ्ट हैंड से कीजिए। चलिए मैं यहां से अनम्यूट करने की कोशिश करता हूं। नहीं आ रही है। हाँ अब आ गई, कोई बात नहीं, आ गई। चलिए अब बोलिए।
सर सब कॉग्निटिव को बताना चाह रहे थे सर। मुझे एग्जैक्टली बहुत आइडिया नहीं है, बट आई थिंक कि जो मेरा कॉन्शियस माइंड होता है और अनकॉन्शियस माइंड होता है, तो कुछ हैबिट्स हमारी कॉन्शियस माइंड में या उससे रिलेट करती हैं, बट कुछ बातें जो हमारे सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में होती हैं, शायद हम उन बातों को अप्रोच करेंगे मे बी इन सब कॉग्निटिव अप्रोच, एज फार एज आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड।
बिल्कुल यस सोहेल जी। नो करेक्ट और रॉन्ग ये तो नहीं है। मैं तो अभी मैं तो कोई हूं ही नहीं मतलब बोलने वाला करेक्ट नहीं करेक्ट। आपकी इमेज, आपकी मैप क्या है, मैं वो जानने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं, फिर हम पूरी चीजों पे आएंगे फर्दर सेशंस में फॉर श्योर।
बिल्कुल चाहेंगे कि सर आपने जिस तरह होलिस्टिक अप्रोच अपनाने की बात करी है, दैट इज वेरी आई एम हैप्पी कि ये एक प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ पे होलिस्टिक अप्रोच की बात हो रही है। बिकॉज ज्यादातर ये होता है कि जब आप डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो तो वो केमिकल्स या जैसे मेडिसिन से ट्रीट करने की कोशिश करता है, लेकिन जब वही के माहौल जब चेंज होता है, जैसे ही पर्सन अपनी फैमिली में आता है, तो फिर से वही बातें शुरू हो जाती हैं और दिक्कतें होना शुरू हो जाती हैं।
लेकिन देखिए रोली जी, जहां पे जैसे मैंने कहा कि डैमेज हो चुका है, वहां पे डॉक्टर्स को कोई नहीं रिप्लेस कर सकता, जहां पे हम कहते हैं डॉक्टर भगवान है, नंबर 1। The second part, when you are saying there is difference between preventive and curative. Curative is all doctors and that domain cannot be challenged. Let's understand that because damage बहुत हो चुका है। वहां पे आप होलिस्टिक में नहीं लग, किडनी फेलियर के साथ में if a person is coming to you, holistic will take decade for that irreversible kidney to be replaced. Please understand. Okay, arthritis. There are many aspects which are psychosomatic, but then holistic is a preventive to जब conversion हो रहा है, and at a stage 1, stage 2 you can completely reverse it, is what psychosomatic disorders are going to be. So जब मैं topics की बात कर रहा हूँ that how your mind is creating the dis-ease. Dis-ease का मतलब क्या है? Displacement of ease. जब मेरी शांति सुख सुख चैन जब it gets displaced is where I go out of ease, and that is where I think we all need to understand. And यही बातें हम करेंगे भी। Are we clear?
Yes, this is.
Yes, just 1 minute. And from cognition बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली हर एक क्लाइंट आपके पास में आता है एक विलिंगनेस के साथ में, एंड कॉग्निटिव टू सब कॉग्निटिव जो रेफरेंस है, क्योंकि सब कॉग्निटिव लेवल पे विल पावर है, विलिंगनेस आपके कॉन्शियस माइंड में दैट आई एम विलिंग टू चेंज, बट हाउ मच डू आई हैव दैट विल पावर, इन दोनों में बहुत अंतर है। और विल पावर के लिए हमने क्या कहा, कौन से हार्मोन की जरूरत है, सेरोटोनिन लेवल की। और कई बार एक झगड़ा घर पे होता है ना, डॉक्टर मनीष प्लीज, या आप मुझे कंफर्म कर पाएंगे शायद, डॉक्टर मनीष आर यू देयर? यस, कि सेरोटोनिन अगर डिप्लीट हो जाए सर, मिनिमम एक ट्रॉमा या एक झगड़े या एक बहुत ज्यादा सिवियर रकस के बाद में सेरोटोनिन जब डिप्लीट होता है, उसको फिर से बनने के लिए सर कितना वक्त लगता है अप्रोक्सीमेटली टू रीबिल्ड इट इन द ब्रेन?
सर मेडिकेशंस के बगैर कुछ नहीं हो सकता।
अच्छा, माय गुडनेस, डॉक्टर मनीष ने बिल्कुल ब्रह्मास्त्र बोल दिया कि मेडिकेशन के बगैर कुछ नहीं हो सकता, which means it's an important resource जो हमने संभाल के रखना चाहिए। Yes or no sir?
Yes sir।
आप ये सोचिए, और जबकि कई ऐसी चीजें हैं जहां पे आपको होलिस्टिक अप्रोच में द मोमेंट कामनेस स्टार्टेड हैपनिंग, और मेडिटेशन से शायद कुछ हो जाता है। डॉक्टर मनीष, मैं थोड़ा सा वहां पे जाना चाहूंगा कि होलिस्टिक अप्रोच में मेडिटेशन रिस्टोर्स इट बिकॉज द कामनेस, द ऑक्सीटोसिन विल परहैप्स गिव यू दैट स्पेस टू गेट बैक। बट हम मेडिटेशन करने बैठते हैं, वो मेडिटेंशन हो जाता है, उसमें कौन सी मात्रा लग जाती है, जो भी हिंदी की मात्रा हम कहें, बिकॉज दैट इज वेयर द मेडिटेशन बिकम मेडिटेंशन। द टाइम यू डोंट वांट टू थिंक अबाउट थिंग्स is where you land up thinking too much the moment you close your eyes and think about it. In fact, zyada thoughts aane lagte hain, and then you don't want to sit there because we do not know how to channel those thoughts, and that starts creating more stress for us. So there are going to be certain ways. Yes Dr. Manish, I'm sorry. Yes
sir, actually the thing is that कि है ना, environmental factor कभी subside नहीं होता। It is the major issue। अगर है ना person को holistic approach के लिए time ही नहीं चाहिए, मिल ही नहीं पाता। The whole thing is that
ये agreed, completely agreed sir, because हम अपनी priority है ही नहीं।
The thing is that
completely, so इसीलिए shortcuts हैं, और वो easy हैं क्योंकि पिल ले लिया, सो गए, क्योंकि निद्रा अवस्था में सेरोटोनिन बढ़ जाएगा। Correct me again if I'm wrong।
Yes sir।
और यहाँ पे नींद ही नहीं आ रही है, डार्क सर्कल हो रखे हैं, क्या करें? और रात को एक तो सीरीज सोने नहीं देती, दूसरा सोशल मीडिया सोने नहीं देता, तीसरे कुछ ऐसे ग्रुप्स हैं जो व्हाट्सएप पे चलते रहते हैं, 3-3 बजे तक लोग पोस्ट करते रहेंगे और बोलेंगे भैया कब सोओगे? एंड देन देयर आर बॉयफ्रेंड्स हु आर गिविंग एन एक्सटर्नल सपोर्ट सेइंग 4 बजे तक एनीथिंग फॉर यू डार्लिंग, और वो भी खून चूस रहा है अलग। तो ऐसे कई फैक्टर्स हैं जिनको लेकर शायद कोप हो जाए तो यार लाइफ ठीक है, अदरवाइज तो डॉक्टर मनीष का एड्रेस अब सभी के पास में, उनका नंबर भी है सभी के पास। So we are going to look at this entire approach, that how are we looking at cognitive to subcognitive, and if we can have some ways and means through which, if serotonin can be completely created independently of whether the environment is supporting you or not, we will definitely discover that formula together, because that is the place from where exactly how much happiness and where do I stand, because the cognition has all the judgments, resistance, ego, and why should I factors. When you bypass the cognition is where you bypass all of the negative elements which are trying not to take you into the subcognition, and that is where subcognitive space जो है या subconscious mind है, जहां पे ना कोई defense है, ना कोई any experiential associations हैं हमारे past के, और उसके साथ में no judgments हैं, and in no judgments के साथ में ही हमें इस journey को आगे ले जाना है। Is that clear to everybody? So today, for those who are already paid participants of this entire journey, on the group we are going to be sharing a scale of happiness, because how we are going to measure that this course has increased happiness or decreased happiness for you. So today we will measure how happy you are in your life as of today. as a scale. You go through this entire 1 month of training with me, and tangibly, the same scale that you will do it on the last day, and we check the score of your happiness now and happiness 1 month later. Is that a good news?
Yes.
Where you will be able to see. So it's not, and today I think I would like to now involve everybody who has already taken the score in the 1 month journey with us. Sayan is there? Is Sayan there still? Sayan, what was your score before and what is your score today? Would you like to share?
Sir, मेरा तो ऐसे शुरुआत से it was quite okay. Like it was in 5 point, if you remember, 5 point something. So it was like, yeah, and it increased. Then also it's increased to certain bit, like 5.32 it became 5.5 or 6. Almost
Not
like
bad.
a total 6 kind of thing, yeah.
So already with a hello, there is another layer of hello that has come for Sayan, because he already came from a background where he was quite stable in terms of understanding. Sayan, what was your self-esteem score, if you may share?
Sir, my self-esteem for like performance was 32 or 3. Main that was a bit less was self-esteem regarding the appearance. That was just 29 or 30, a bit low regarding in respect to the others. So there, that even all the 3 aspects, finally it has increased even 2-3 points more. Yeah,
not bad. So for sure, everybody is going to be tangibly measuring their growth with us in every aspect. And that growth will be proven through a journey and how we go about it. And even after the class gets over, and if we see, this support will extend for another 6 months. Every weekend, there is going to be an intern clinic where you all will be working further with people who you build rapport with. So there is going to be 2 dedicated hours of learning, book reviews, some sort of watching documentary together. And then there are expert comments and we learn through sharing. All those are the bonuses for which it will come as a part of the package, because everybody who thought, oh my God, there is 6,000 and 8,000 as the fees. And for all those people, I would say that every penny of your money that you invest with us is going to be completely justified, because there is an ongoing support that will happen through module 1 to module 3. You know, in entire 1 year, you will definitely be able to change the graph, the way you look at life, for sure. And then for the later part of involvement, we are not charging you a single penny. So there is a complete coaching of your own self. There is a learning and ongoing upgrade that will come about. And this whole thing that will be a part of the journey as a package. Is that a good news? Thank you. So that scale will be shared with all of you. Maybe I want each one of you to, I'll share it with everybody. Let's look at it from that perspective. Whoever wants the scale, please message Gurbani or Nishi, whoever you've been in touch with. We'll share the scale. Do your happiness score as of today, where you are on a scale from 7. And then we join from tomorrow. Let me give it to everybody. Because the social media factor is another thing which has started draining our happiness as of today. And we are of course going to rise above all the factors that are going to peer pressure. We will learn to deal with parental pressure, learning with the environment, aligning yourself onto several other aspects, goals, tasks, understanding your own life, and all those aspects which we are going to talk about. चलो ज्ञान की बातें बहुत हो गई. अब एक छोटा सा puzzle for everyone. So I'm going to share this puzzle with you, where you have to design and divide this A quadrant में जो white area है, the one which you're seeing, this one, this white area. Can you see it? Has to be divided into 2 equal parts. कैसे करेंगे इसको, जसलीन?
बीच में से लाइन ड्रॉ करके from the corner.
ऐसे कुछ लाइन खींचेंगे. सबको आ रहा है? Wonderful. Everybody is very intelligent. So, superb. 2 equal parts, equal in size, equal in shape. Jyotsna, now the B part, in the white area of B quadrant, you have to divide that into 3 equal parts. How will you do it?
Yeah, one line, 2 line.
2 lines? Yes, Mananpreet and Jyotsna, you both are absolutely right. Super. 3 equal parts, and it is possible. Now, Rukaiya, the quadrant C white part has to be divided into 4 equal parts, equal in size, equal in shape. Let's do it.
What about equal in color?
Try it on paper. Rukaiya, tell me. I'm giving you the permission to share the screen. Maybe if you want to draw something. Yes, anyone wants to pick the screen and draw something? Rukaiya, you're the first person. If you go into share, there's something called whiteboard. Do you want to show how it can be done? Or is it too much for you to handle? Rukaiya is completely frozen, saying, "यार, ये क्या है? ये सर क्या बोल रहे हैं? ये तो मैंने कभी नहीं किया है."
Yes, sir, I haven't done that before.
Okay, just verbally say, no problem.
Sir, if I convert that gray area into white, then it will be...
No, you don't get life. इतना easy थोड़ी ना कर. Life doesn't give you choices, Rukaiya, that gray भी include कर लो. Life is difficult.
Okay.
Yes, Vishal ji.
Hello.
How do you do it?
It's very simple. Draw a diagonal line from point 1 to point 1, crossing that square, and from there draw another diagonal line to the other point. So you touch 3 points with the line.
So 4 triangle तो बनेंगे विशाल जी. 2 छोटे होंगे, 2 बड़े होंगे. मैंने कहा equal in size, equal in shape.
Sir, ये स्क्रीन दिखाएं दोबारा से.
ड्रॉ करके देख लीजिए. 2 ट्रायंगल बड़े होंगे, 2 छोटे होंगे.
We can't see the screen.
Oh, sorry, I took it away.
Okay.
Here is the screen. So he's saying that draw a diagonal line from here to here, like this, and then join this with this one, right? विशाल जी यही कह रहे हैं आप?
जी बिल्कुल.
हाँ, तो ये सर ये जो दो है ना?
अच्छा.
Sorry, ये जो 2 पार्ट है वो छोटे होंगे, ये दोनों, और ये दोनों बड़े होंगे.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Yes.
We will draw a line. यहाँ से from the point. How to say? Sir, एक डायगोनल खींचेंगे स्क्वायर में, डायगोनल खींचेंगे, उसके बाद ये जो बीच का पॉइंट है उससे सी मिला देंगे.
अग्री ड्रोली जी, विशाल जी ने भी वही कहा. मैं उनको वही समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि अगर आप डायगोनल लाइन खींच के बीच से कुछ करेंगे तो उसमें वही होगा कि 2 ट्रायंगल छोटे बनेंगे और 2 बड़े बनेंगे. आप करके देख लीजिए पेपर पर.
हाँ ठीक है.
विशाल जी
वही देख रहा हूँ सर.
जी हाँ, करके देख लीजिए. आई कैन अश्योर.
सर हम बीच से एक हॉरिजॉन्टल और एक वर्टिकल खींच दे तो चारों ट्रायंगल्स इक्वल हो जाएंगे. बट देन इट विल बी 3.
नहीं, बट ट्रायंगल
All right. Sorry. Yeah, I got that. Square.
Definitely it will not be the same.
Okay.
Anyone?
Whatever we've done in A.
What time ले लिया? Can I give the answer?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Tasha, are you trying? You know the answer already. You obviously know the answer, right, Tasha? You still trying? Your voice is not coming. So here is the answer for all those who are trying too hard. Now here is the answer for you. So part 1, 2, 3 and 4.
Okay.
Equal in size, equal in shape. Now here comes the rocker. The 4th quadrant, you have to divide this. You've already got the hint. Do it in the 4th quadrant. Divide it into 7 equal parts. Quickly. Jasleen, no, Vasundhara, you can't give me the answer. You already know it. Nidhi, Sakshi, everyone. And the fastest answer that I've gotten.
Okay, one.
It's just planting lines. Planting lines.
And here is the answer. And everybody who got caught up in the third quadrant.
Sir, it was traversed vertical lines.
Vertical or horizontal, whichever lines that you want to put it, because now we saw it.
No.
Those like smiling, oh, I could not think about these. For sure, maximum people got caught up into the third quadrant. And all those people who got... Just one.
I can't hear you. Okay.
So everybody who got caught up into the third quadrant is where you are seeing that one condition, one event in life makes you perceive every other event is going to be more challenging than what I saw it. It cannot be easy. Whereas the fourth quadrant did not have the gray area, which any which ways, everybody wanted. Ruqayya said, can I include the gray? The gray was not there. Even if I had said 11 parts or 20 parts, you would have easily done it. So it's about how many such experiences that I've had which have made me perceive my life difficult, which I could not solve, is where the next quadrant we keep expecting more challenges in life. And that is how we are our own limitations, is what is the point that we are trying to prove. We are not trying to say how easily we can solve puzzles. Life itself is a big puzzle that we are here to solve from such very interesting perspectives. And then that is where the answer comes, which is absolutely straight. So just go back to everybody who thought that life can be difficult from the third quadrant. Let's move on now. Can anybody just remove these lines? Just a minute. I have to once again stop share and come back to the screen sharing. Are we clear, everyone? So looking at self-esteem now, that plays a major role in the way we experience happiness and the way we look at our life. Because what is my worthiness? Can I be more successful than my parents? Can I be more successful than the references that I've had in my past? Like if I ask someone, how much can you earn in a month? The first figure that comes in your mind is your ceiling. Because based on your self-esteem, you are saying 15,000, 20,000, 40,000, 60,000 or a 1 lakh. Jyotsna is already thinking. Everybody is thinking, because the moment someone asks, you have all the competency. I ask you, I'm your interviewer. I say, kitni salary loge? Tell me per month. It's up to you. Now, the answer that came into your mind is your ceiling that your self-esteem has built. I cannot increase or I cannot imagine beyond this ceiling at the moment, because my mind doesn't allow me to go beyond that. And that is where exactly your self-esteem is what we look at. How much deservability, how much involvement do I have at the end of it? And with that involvement, there are 3 parts in which we actually will also be assessing your self-esteem from where it is right now to where we are at the end of the course. And there are 3 major aspects of self-esteem scale that we are going to bridge. One is the performance, the other one is appearance, about my self-image, how do I look at myself? And then the third area is how do I interact with my environment? And this entire scale is going to take you to the next level. And we will tangibly tracking this entire experience for each one of you. And we will ensure that we take you from one level to the other level through the coaching methodology that we are introducing, because we are going to coach each one of you through this journey. And it's going to be an entire 1-year contract the moment you sign in for module 1 with us. So it's not a fly-by-night, one-time course that you attend and then you forget. Establishing yourself, experiencing what you've learned, and then putting you on the world global platform to make you a healed happiness coach who is there to practice with confidence, is what this entire journey is going to be with us. The affiliations that we have is International Association of Counselors and Therapists, that you will of course be getting a certification from, including the accreditation that we've got it from the World Holistic Therapist Association, UK. And this gives you a recognition into 52 countries. But after you complete our curriculum, that's an add-on written exam, and then you pay an international licensing fees where you get these affiliations, where the certificate is going to come from the Happiness Solutions, and your license to practice happiness coaching will come from both these institutions where you will be accredited. And our support will always be there with you. Where if you wish to take up an entire association with Happiness Solutions to become a franchisee, for becoming a therapist who's registered with us, we have an app where we'll also be referring you clients from geographically wherever you are. So there is an entire career-based approach that we have in this entire journey. So when you are from a psychology background, you'll be given different kind of cases, assessments for those people who come from the RCI background, who are clinical MPhil psychologists, certified and licensed by RCI, or there are people who are healers or therapists who are not coming from a psychology background. We have an entire plan for them as well. This is the entire journey with us about happiness coaching and happiness solutions. So all the questions now, I think the last half an hour, I'm going to keep it for questions.